True Blue Nation, Dodgers Report.
What's up, Blue Crew? Welcome back to True Blue Nation, Dodgers Report, your number one source for everything Los Angeles Dodgers. Before we dive into this exclusive intel that is shaking up the MLB back channels, I need you to do something very important to strengthen our community. Subscribe to the channel right now, hit the bell icon, and smash that like button. This ensures you get our insider analysis before anyone else. Let's grow the Blue Nation. Now let's get down to business. I need to be blunt with you guys. Even with the euphoria of winning back-to-back World Series titles, which should leave us feeling completely at ease, there is a dark cloud hanging over our pitching staff that the front office can no longer ignore. If last season taught us anything besides the indescribable joy of hoisting the trophy again, it was that we cannot rely on luck when it comes to the bullpen. The cold, hard numbers show a worrying reality. The Dodgers bullpen had the 10th worst ERA on the team in the regular season, sitting at 4.27, and allowed the 7th most home runs in the league with 81 balls flying out of the park. That is unacceptable for a team of our caliber. And the elephant in the room has a first and last name, Tanner Scott. When the front office signed him to a 4-year, $72 million deal, the expectation was an elite closer, someone to lock down the door. What did we get? The most blown saves in MLB and 10, and a bloated 4.74 ERA. The fact that he didn't even take the field in the playoffs speaks louder than any official statement. However, my sources and an analysis of recent statements suggest a game of chess is being played behind the scenes. Brandon Gomes, our general manager, publicly told reporters that Tanner Scott is one of the guys and that instability is natural among relievers. He stated they fully believe Scott will come back and have a great year. But analyzing this as an insider, I'm telling you, this is largely damage control to avoid devaluing an expensive asset. Although the door is open for Scott, there was a clear breach of trust from Dave Roberts. The front office knows they cannot enter 2026 betting all their chips on a miraculous recovery without a solid plan B. Reliever volatility is real, but the tolerance for error in Los Angeles as we seek to maintain a dynasty is zero. That is why, while Gomes speaks of confidence, the phones are ringing to find an external solution that brings the stability Scott promised but failed to deliver. This is where the info gets hot and exclusive. Fabian Ardaya and Katie Wu of The Athletic have reported very strong interest from the Dodgers in Robert Suarez, the former San Diego Padres pitcher. Let's break down why this move makes perfect strategic sense. Suarez has been a model of consistency, boasting a 2.91 ERA over the last 4 seasons. Bringing in Suarez wouldn't just be a technical addition, it would be a strategic coup, weakening a direct division rival. Unlike the long-term gamble on Scott, Suarez fits a contract profile that Andrew Friedman's management loves to explore with high-level veterans, high average annual value, AAV, but short-term. ESPN predicts a 2-year, $25 million contract for a pitcher who will be 35 on opening day. This is a deal that mitigates future risk while maximizing the immediate championship window. Suarez would arrive as the immediate favorite for the closer role. He brings the mindset and high-pressure experience that our bullpen lacked during the past regular season. With the winter meetings kicking off this Sunday in Orlando, all industry eyes will be on us. I believe the front office isn't just looking for another arm. They are looking for the certainty that Scott didn't provide. If Suarez is willing to accept this short-term deal with a more robust annual salary, he aligns perfectly with the financial flexibility the Dodgers try to maintain. This doesn't necessarily mean the end of Scott, but it means he won't be handed the job. Internal competition will be fierce. The move for Suarez signals that public confidence in Scott has well-defined limits. We are talking about protecting a legacy and ensuring that in the final moments of October games, we aren't holding our breath, but rather preparing the celebration. Keep an eye on Orlando because the pieces are moving and the Dodgers are being aggressive. In summary, Blue Crew, the situation is clear. The front office is acting with the aggressiveness of a team that doesn't settle for past victories. The interest in Robert Suarez is a tacit admission that the Tanner Scott experiment needs an elite insurance policy. We are seeking immediate stability and weakening a rival in the process. I want to know your take. Do you believe Robert Suarez is the missing piece to solidify our bullpen, or should we give Tanner Scott one more real chance to redeem himself? Drop your opinion in the comments below. I read and reply to most of them. If you want to stay ahead of the news with analysis that goes beyond the obvious, don't forget to subscribe to True Blue Nation Dodgers Report right now. Let's track every step of the winter meetings together. See you next time.